Good morning with the sunshine. Still a little bit stormy there in the distance, but
A little bit, but bright sunshine too. We'll take it.
yeah. Well, here we are, and we're waiting a little bit here because Eddie's gonna come and fix the air conditioner. It has that, we talked about, we got a new one, and it's great. It's working great, except for it has that hum noise. I think I explained that to you before. So we're waiting on him. He couldn't come because of the rain, so we kind of pushed it off till this morning. He's supposed to be coming around 10 o'clock. In the meantime, sometimes you just face these ironies in life.
Is that
And-
what you're calling it?
That's what I'm calling it. And they really show you what your first reaction as a person is. And fortunately for us, now that we've been full-time RVing for such a long time, we have learned so much about being more comfortable and being able to just step through and take each step as it comes. And so it turns out that the day after our air conditioner died here in the camper, when we went to go for that hike the other day and out in the swamp to try to find an alligator, our air conditioner actually died in the truck. So I'm not sure.
Not sure what is going on here.
But honestly, we were kind of like, okay, maybe it's not dead. Let's just give it a day. Let's wait, and then we'll start it again. Well, yesterday, because it was Labor Day too, it's Labor Day weekend. So yesterday we just let it go for the day. It was Labor Day. We figured nobody's open anyway. We'll just, deal with this tomorrow. This morning, Chris went out to start it, and it definitely doesn't work. And when it happened, we could actually, there was like a smell to it and everything. So we're pretty sure it's just burned out. So, Chris right now is going to be calling. He's actually going to start with a dealership for this problem and see what he can find around here. But that is something we need to get fixed because we cannot be in that truck without air conditioning in Alabama in September. Right. The situation.
The
What
air
is
conditioning
happening?
saga continues.
Yeah.
So
Eddie came.
Eddie came back out, and he looked at stuff inside, made sure everything was tightened down in here that he could see. Then we got up on the roof and looked at things. We took the lid off of the unit, and right away we could tell that the motor was vibrating a lot more, what appeared to be a lot more than normal. So he called the manufacturer and talked it through with them, and they said, yeah, it sounds like something's wrong. So Eddie's going to be coming back this afternoon or tomorrow morning, taking that unit off and putting a whole new one on. So it sounds like it's just a bad unit, something's up with the motor. So put a new one on, and hopefully it'll sound different when we fire everything up.
Right.
That's how it goes sometimes.
So that's the Aunt Gladys air conditioner. What about the truck?
The truck, so I called because it's what I think is wrong with the air conditioner is the compressor. I tried the Dodge dealership first, thinking that they might actually have parts in stock.
Which is something that you face because when you're on the road, like
Yeah.
today's Tuesday, we're only here till Friday.
Which means we really only have Wednesday and Thursday. I really don't want to have anything done on Friday, if possible. But as it turns out, their earliest appointment was first thing Friday morning. So I took it because that was the best I could do. I gave them my VIN number so they could check their parts department, and they do have a couple compressors in stock, which is great. Because what would have happened was I wouldn't have been able to take it there. The timeline wouldn't have worked. I would have had to take the truck in on Friday morning, they diagnose it, find out, yep, it is actually the compressor, then they order the part. They wouldn't order the part ahead of time. So, which I can understand, that's the normal process. So I was fortunate there that they had one in stock, so I'm going to take it in first thing Friday morning. Hopefully they can get it switched out and up and running before lunch, because Friday's a travel day for us, and we got a long way to go. We got about a 6-hour trip ahead of us, so that's going to be a long day. But it's better than not getting it fixed. I did put a call in to a local place here too, just to see if I might do any better, see if they had things in stock. I'm waiting for a call back. But I've got a backup plan.
Yeah, and so that's something to
place.
think about because when you know, like, okay, I think we need a part, and you're under a time constraint, that's something that you want to be asking about and making sure that they have in stock, and that may limit than where you can actually go. And in this case, that's why Chris started with the dealership, because he figured they would at least have the part in stock. Let me start there and get an appointment a while, and then if I can find somewhere else that has it, then, you know, we'll see.
All the better. But
So that's the air conditioning
there's the
situation.
update.
So in the meantime, we're going to the beach.
Yeah, enough of this. Time to hit the water.
One of the things that we like about Gulf Shores is that it has these pavilions right at the main public beach here, right in town. It has nice pavilions and picnic tables for everyone to use. Also, there are restrooms and there are water, you know, like shower things for your feet to get the sand off. You can park in that parking lot that I just showed you that's right on the beach. You have to pay to park there. If you park just across the street, it's free. After finishing some work, we are heading out tonight to Crosswinds church service. The pastor and his wife that we met last year when we were here in the winter, they had invited us to come along tonight with them. So we're going to be doing that tonight. We just got back from our church service, and it was a really nice service. They're a small church plant, and sometimes it's really nice to go to small churches and actually just all different kinds of churches and get different perspectives and be able to worship with you know, Christ followers all around the country. So that's been a real privilege for us and a blessing. So we just got back. We stopped at Publix. There's a Winn-Dixie here as well, but we stopped at Publix on the way home just to get a couple of things that I needed. And I think that no less than 6 people who work there said hello or good evening or, you know, how you doing, something like that. It's
like
such a
nicest employees ever.
They do, and I remember
So kind.
I remember that about our winter stay. We were like, this is some kind of vortex, because in the winter it's full of people from the Midwest who come down in winter here, and not, you know, Florida's a little different because it's more people from the East Coast. They get some Midwesterners too, but here it was really all Midwesterners and us, and then you have the local people from Alabama. And it's a vortex of niceness, people. It is like something you have never experienced. And we love it because we live that way anyway, so that comes very natural to us. And that's, you know, we always smile. We always say hi to people. We were living in a small town, and that's a lesson that living in a very, very small town really taught us, is that each person is, you know, important, and everybody says hi to everybody. So you take that with you and you get accustomed to that. But it's so nice being in an area where they do the same thing. So the vortex of niceness, now you know.
That's right.
Well, if you can believe it, our week has come to an end again. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope it answers some of your questions and also brings up some more topics of RV living for you to consider. And just for that bonus, we threw in that air conditioner breaking down in our RV as well as in our truck. So that was a bonus for you. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
We're moving out, never know